Wondered how much YouTubers make? Well, this is how much I've made from 10,000, 25, 50, 100,000, 250, all the way up to where I am, which is 360,000 subscribers.
To add it up, probably somewhere between like 4.5, 5.5, somewhere around there.
5.5 million.
Yeah.
Total. Last year. Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many of you love those finally monetized videos? I know I do. I'm a sucker for those videos, especially because a lot of these YouTubers, they come out and they have no idea how much money they're gonna make. They're doing it for fun, but when it's all said and done, they're now getting paid for something to do for fun, and they make so much money. So in this video, I wanna share with you some of the videos that I love to follow, especially when I'm down and I feel like, man, this YouTube grind is becoming way too much. It's never gonna happen. I watch these videos, it gets me motivated, allows me to keep on pushing until one day, I finally have one of my own personal videos where I can share with everyone out there to inspire about how I finally got monetized. With that being said, subscribe to my channel. Here's the first video.
And that year, I ended 2018 with almost 300,000 subscribers, and I made a grand total of just over $265,000 from YouTube. Almost $170,000 of that came from YouTube ad revenue with almost 14 million views, and $86,000 came from program sales. The rest of it was from Amazon affiliates, consulting, and public speaking. But this last year in 2019, things were wildly different, and once we broke past 1 million subscribers, things just took off. In total, the 2019 ad revenue for just this channel alone was $1,141,231.43 with almost 80 million channel views.
Now this is the video that I watched that I'm like, man, if Stephan could become a millionaire on YouTube. Now when I say that, I'm not saying in a sense of like, look at him, he's not that good at what he does, he's making all this money and it's ridiculous, anyone could do it. I'm not saying that, but if you watch his videos, he basically just tells everyone he did real estate, he never went to college, he did YouTube for fun, he just got into it, just had fun, and out of nowhere, his channel blew up and he's making all this money. Timing has a lot to do with it, but his success really is about his discipline. And what I truly love watching about his video is this. I'm a firm believer, if you just work hard and you grind, you can achieve anything you want to achieve. And all these videos, and most of them, and this one as well, he says a lot in those videos. He just never in his mind believed that this would be something that would surpass how much money he makes in real estate. He did real estate. He still, I believe, is into it, but he did real estate and he made quite a bit of money on real estate. But doing YouTube on the side built him so much money. So on times when I'm down and I'm just trying to see, man, why am I doing all this? What's the point of all this? I watched that video and knowing that one day, out of nowhere, I could possibly build my channel up and make up to $1 million, that keeps me highly motivated. Now, the next video I want to share with you is with a guy called Smart Money Bro. I seen his transition going from a small type channel to out of nowhere, just extremely blowing up. And his story is really inspiring because you might not even know who he is, but he is doing great, especially on the financial side when it comes on YouTube.
I was trying to help people with their money. I said, man, I gotta get on YouTube. I gotta get on YouTube. So lo and behold, April of 2021, I pressed record and I recorded my first video. And I just kept going. I recorded. Now, I've been going pretty quick. I've been putting out a lot of videos in the last 6 months. But before that, it was like maybe one a week. And I didn't know how to use any editing software. So I was using the software that came with my old Microsoft computer. Hadn't upgraded anything at all. Just was pressing record and sharing information. Pressing record and sharing information. That's all I did for the first couple of 100 videos.
Now that was something that I go through as well, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that's doing YouTube or doing anything. It's just the beautiful thing I like about YouTube because it's transparent that you just try something out and just see what happens. You get a video, you could just follow that process. But this is with anything you do in life, anything that you start from day one, if you continue going, you never know where it's gonna go. And he was one of them that I found really inspiring because in order to make it, especially on YouTube, you just gotta just get out of the fear of just being so nervous about speaking from the camera. right? If you're trying to start a business, just be out of the fear of telling people, hey, starting a business and everyone having an opinion about your business. You got to get over that fear. And that is exactly what I did. I recorded my first video and I kept on going and going and going. And I intentionally did not go overboard and make things extremely difficult for myself by saying, now I'm gonna buy a camera. Oh no, I need a MacBook. Oh, I need a specific microphone. Cause I know I could just convince myself to just not start by making things, you know, perfectionism is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Perfectionism is gonna lead to you just doing nothing at all. So what I did, I just got my iPhone. I'm still to this day using my iPhone. I could buy a camera, but I'm not going to. I wanna make it with just using my iPhone. I have a lapel microphone, and that's all I use. And it's really a tough process, but it's the only way you're gonna get it to work. It's just by going and going and going and just not giving up.
So it took me probably close to 300 videos, at least 250 videos before I got monetized. So I started in April of 2021. I got monetized in December of 2022. So just over about a year and 4 or 5 months ago is when I got monetized, finally. I had over 250 videos and I could not get those watch hours. It's like YouTube didn't like me, right? YouTube did not reward me and the algorithm didn't like me, right?
Man, that's the honest truth. I hate the algorithm. Sometimes I do a video and I'm thinking this video is perfect. It's gonna do so well. Nothing at all. Get a few views, 10, 50, 2. It's just the worst. And it's really like a humbling experience, especially if you're someone that wants to see some instant results. This is not one of them. This is really like a journey. We need to just grind every single day and continue grinding until eventually you make it. But if you heard what he said as well, he made 250 to 300 videos before he finally got monetized. It does take that long. It takes a long time. And what was troubling to me was I was seeing other channels blow up and they had like 10 videos. I'm like, how the hell did they blow up with just 10 videos? But the truth be told is you don't know what kind of profession they had. You don't even know if they deleted all their past videos because they found it cringe. You don't really know exactly what situation other people were in order to get so many subscribers and so many views with just like 10 or like 15 videos. So watching him allowed me to just humble myself and recognize, man, it's gonna take a while. It's really gonna take a while. And the perseverance is what's gonna allow you to finally get to where you wanna get to.
Here's what happened though. I got monetized in December. I finally got monetized. I was like, whew, thank goodness I had, 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. And I think January 1 of 2023, a year and 3 or 4 months ago, January 1 of 2023, I had 5,000 subscribers. 5,000 subscribers. 2023 was crazy. January, February, March, April, I made about $150 a month. Each month, 130, 150, 120, 140, 170, 90. I made around $100 to $150 a month for January, February, March, April, May, June, July. August, I had a video go buck wild. I had a video go crazy. When I say go crazy, I mean that video said, it went way up the charts.
I remember that video as well. I seen that video, and that's kind of like around the time I started discovering him even more. Was that one video propelled his whole channel. And that's something I hear so much about what other YouTubers say. You think, right? This is just for people out there who are just starting YouTube for the first time, this is what you think. You think that once a video goes viral, all your other videos will go viral or make so many views as the first one. That's not always the case, okay? A lot of channels blow up, right? And you might see so many subscribers in their channel, and it's usually because of 2 videos or even one. The 1 or 2 videos will bring them a massive amount of subscribers and allow them to get multiple views on their channel. It takes that one video, which is why if you're a small channel, you're gonna want to just keep on going and going because you never know which video is that video to blow up. You really have no idea which one. And a trend I noticed as well is this. It's not only the last video you did that's the ones that go viral. No, Some of them said there were videos that they did months ago. Some of them was years ago that out of nowhere, the algorithm just picked it up and propelled the channel. So just because you do a video today and it doesn't, do anything, that's all right. Be patient, because within a few months or even a year, that video that you did, and it's funny because it's always the one that you did not expect to do anything. Like, I just did it, randomly. It was just a fun video to do. That would be the video to propel your channel.
Really, listen, most people don't realize this, but when you have a YouTube channel, really it only takes one video to go crazy. Now, here's the kicker though. Once you have that one video go crazy, you got to start feeding the algorithm. You got to make sure you're consistent. You got to make sure you're putting out quality stuff. And the algorithm is funny, guys. I don't care who you talk to on the internet, on YouTube. I don't care what you name the video or the YouTube channel that's trying to help you grow a YouTube channel. I don't care what they say. Nobody really knows the algorithm.
And that is the truth. No one at all knows the algorithm. There's so many channels out there that try to explain, you do this and you do that, and this is like the secret recipe, and it's not. It really isn't. The algorithm has a mind of its own. You gotta understand, you're going against billions of people out there who are doing videos, and you're trying to get the eyeballs of so many people. And YouTube's job is to try to discover people for your video. So if they cannot find people for your video, then they're not gonna push it out. Or someone has a better video than you, they're not gonna push it out. And that is the truth. A lot of times I got confused watching all these videos. They always say, number one is you always pick a niche. I mean, really, we're human. We have multiple skills. We have multiple things we want to talk about. You don't really necessarily need to pick one niche. It doesn't work. I've seen channels doing multiple things and they blew up. So with that being said, there's not one thing you need to do in order for your channel to become successful. That I've seen so many times. The number one thing you need to do is just continually post and be consistent. Right? And another thing is this, there's two things I want to say. Number one, people think that just because it's too old, they don't understand technology, that, it's not meant for you. It's not true. Like, he's an older guy, he's in his 50s, and he figured it out. Like, he doesn't even know, he never had any experience at all, and he was able to figure it out. And if he could figure it out, guys, you can figure it out. And the next thing I want to say is this. You do not want your channel to blow up early, okay? The fact that it takes you 250 to 300 videos, you don't want your channel to blow up early. I've seen so many people where they had like 10 videos and one video took off and they disappeared. They did not do anything for like 3 to 2 months. And later on, they do a follow-up video like everyone does, like, finally got monetized, and they explain they felt like it was so much pressure and they didn't build the muscle enough yet to be able to just script, produce videos and release them quickly, that they would just felt lost. And now they felt like they had to find another big time video with this big time idea in order to continue with the channel. I've seen that so much. And if you heard what he said, you want to be able to have a system in place where when one of your videos do blow up, then you could just continue going and going and going, and you build a muscle and the sustainability to continue doing that. Now let me share with you the next YouTuber that I find extremely interesting, and this is according to Nicole.
6 months, because it'll be from the middle of December till now, like the first week into July. But let's go lifetime of the channel. $10,938.44 in what we will roughly call 6, almost 7 months. I want to wrap up this video the same way that I wrapped up the last one, which is just giving you guys a little bit of cold, hard, honest truth. And that is that there is nothing special about me. There is nothing that I've done here that you can't do yourself. I am not a full-time YouTuber, obviously, but I'm also not professional in any way. I have no previous experience with photography, videography, cinematography, video editing. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing most of the time. I'm very much just figuring it out as I go. I don't have any special experience or education. I never went to college. I'm just kind of figuring things out. And I think that the thing that I said this last time, and I want to say it again because I believe it wholeheartedly, not just about YouTube, but about most things in life, is that if you're able to stick something out in the long term, if you can commit to just putting in the work and putting in the time without the results being there at first, they will come.
Yeah, I love following her because she admitted in mostly other videos as well how she was surprised how she made her success on YouTube because she has no college degree. She has none of that. She just went, talked, spoke her mind, and her channel has been doing extremely well. Okay, I mean extremely well. And it's so true what she says. It's like, just do it. All right, guys, just record and just do it. You cannot just be so worried about what people can think about you, or so worried that, you know, you're gonna embarrass yourself. Like, who cares? Okay, but you gotta understand this as well. Just because you see a lot of these videos and people making all this money, you have to respect the grind. It is a grind. It is not easy, and you definitely need to respect it. Because if you don't respect it, oh, trust me, it's gonna slap you in the face and let you know you need to be patient and you need to wait. Because listen, this is how I always think about stuff in life. Anything that's easy is not worth having. Okay, if it's easy, it's not worth having. But if you want to put a commitment to something like YouTube, it's probably gonna take you 3 years. Okay, if you get it before that, that's great, but give it at least a good solid 3 years to see what happens, because you could spend a whole year making nothing, and they could take that one video or another video to propel your channel. Now next thing you know, you're making 10, 20, 30, 40, $1 million or so, a grand make. You could make any amount of money, but you just have to be in the game. You gotta be in the game. You gotta be in the YouTube world and just pushing out videos and continually just pushing and grinding. That's the only way the algorithm's gonna pick you up. It's not gonna pick up any video if you're here being lackadaisical about it and you're not posting consistently. It's not gonna happen. It's only gonna happen if you remain consistent. And that's the way, if you wanna win on YouTube, which I do as well, is how you're gonna win.